Hello, how are you all doing? I hope we're doing well. This is a new experiment for me as far as I'm concerned, since I wasn't exactly sure how to go about this business, but I'm here now looking at this thinking, okay, let's try this out. Now this is a save that I've been playing recently, but I kind of want to start a new career, generally. And it's one of those things where I wanted to test out a few things and go from there. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't be massively shocked if we decide to just not keep this up later today. This is more of an experiment to see how this goes and if it even looks good or not to me. So if we can keep this up, it'd be great. Like one side saying, oh, it's not good enough. The other side saying, oh, you're not doing enough, you know? That wasn't what I wanted to do. So we're gonna just make this database. I'm just gonna use a database I've been using for a while now. For some other saves. What database is this one? Let's go with that. Well, why is there a second one? Let's delete that and have this loaded in. Alright. So we're going to change the start date to this. And we're going to do that. Hope it doesn't break on me. Might do. So it's a big database I'm going for because I kind of wanted to see what I can get away with at this point. And also, hey Fred, how you doing? But yeah, I just wanted to test out a few things. Like, if you guys could let me know how this looks, because I'm actually trying a multi-stream for the first time ever. And I'm honestly definitely 100% considering just going back to streaming on YouTube. After how Twitch tried to do his own thing, it's like, okay, here we are. But we're trying to do something different. Like, I have an idea where I want to go. I want to go to the Netherlands. I want to manage Dordrecht. And the reason why the thumbnail literally says, let's teach those fellas how to play properly, is literally because one of the people who caused the creation of Total Football as we all know it today, actually was quoted as saying that after his team beat Dordrecht by 10 goals to 0 in a friendly match. I kind of love the whole story behind it because for me, as far as I'm concerned, it's like one of those favorite things. And I just thought, you know what? That's kind of funny. It is interesting. I had a feeling this would be a case that the chat thing I was using wasn't going to work properly. All right. But yeah, the reason I'm definitely going for this sort of thing right now is I want to 100% test something out. And also, it's just good to get this idea over the line saying, okay, I can technically do this. I just don't know what it's going to look like when I do. So it's a fun experiment to set of these. But I'm going to try and create a custom tattoo myself for this experiment I'm doing. People on Twitch probably hearing some jazz music because I don't know what I want to go for, like coffee shop jazz. Whereas people on YouTube want me to hear it. At least that's the assumption I'm going for. I've not streamed on YouTube in years at this point, so this is 100% a test for me to settle these. And yeah. Obviously, I'm not going to manage Ajax because as fun as it would be to manage Ajax and say, okay, let's make them the best team and all that stuff, I am going to go to the second tier of the Netherlands and I want to take over this team. Now, when I was making this idea initially back in the day, I was like, I've considered managing this team for a few years now, but when I was looking at this last year, their manager was still in the job. I have a really weird thing where I don't like managing people who... I don't like managing teams who still have their current manager in place, but then I realized that the manager actually left and Dordrecht is now no longer the club. I'm going to look at the squad. It's going to be a fun experiment, to say the least. I can just go take over this team. I've already got a manager made, effectively. And he's going to be a fun experiment, to say the least. So, we're going to do this. And D1 Camps is going to be the one that takes over the club. This is expected to finish in 12th place. So, for me, this is the way I want to go about this. And I want to see where I can go with this whole situation, you know? Because it's like, okay, here we are. About to take over. Total football, blah, blah, blah. Let's go for this. Let's see where we can go from there. If this is looking good or not, let me know. I am definitely experimenting with this. Like, I wasn't 100% sure how this was going to go down. I wasn't 100% sure what was to be expected. So, I'm definitely enjoying the whole idea of, okay, this is where we're going to go from here. And we can experiment a little bit. The fact that we have replaced Dordrecht, who I know is no longer their manager in real life, but this is the reason why I was okay with the idea. And also, I just wanted to experiment, you know? I feel like the idea that we could experiment with this is great. And I think, potentially, we can look at this. So they only want to get mid-table finish, then get top-half finish, and then win promotion to their division in 3 years. So that's nice to have that ambition, to say the least. And what we need to do, as I look into the introductions of this, I am going to go for this and just experiment with this generally. So I want to do my introduction. I want to get the stuff responsibilities over and done with now, so I can at least say, okay, this is where we're going to go. I like control of things. I like to have control of a lot of different things. And for me, the fact I'm okay with the idea of not having a person controlling the. I want to have to control my set pieces, right? And that's how I look at it. So friendlies, I don't want to take control of the friendlies. I'd like for the friendlies to be arranged by them. But I'm going to control the tactics. In fact, I don't want you to. I want them to control the opposition instructions, right? And as I look at this squad and I want to see, okay, who is the person in control of these things? What should I be concerned about? So I want to go through everything first and foremost. So I want to know, okay, who's control of the tactics? Who's control of all the other bits and pieces, right? And for me, this is important to know what I'm getting myself into. So the fact I can now say, okay, I've got control of this. I've got control of that. This is what I want to find. So I don't want the under 21 coaches to be hired by outside my control. I'm a control freak. You could take care of the coaching courses, but I'm a control freak with a lot of this stuff. So even if I was to, I don't know, do something different, I want control of these things, so I know what I'm getting myself into. And as we look to do this, squad introductions, let's do this, blah, blah, blah. We've only got our captains. I mean, he's not very good at leadership either, so that's not a good sign. But he is 23. He's only going to be good enough to be a second-tier player at the best of times. So I'm experimenting. I'm going to be enjoying my time building around the squad. Like, we've got some young talent here who is third-tier player, potentially only a second-tier player. It's crazy to me that a 4-star, 5-star player is only a second-tier player. We're missing this guy for 4 to 5 months. But as I want to try and control due to total football, I'm going to have to acknowledge that potentially I'm going to find some issues like Noah Bischoff, really good talent for look of things, but he's out for 4 weeks to 2 months, so could probably miss he's probably going to miss pre-season, but doesn't enjoy big matches. If we get an offer of the 2 million, I'll be very happy. Just let him go for that, because I could probably redo the squad 100%. There's no recruitment focus here. So, okay, let's look at this. So now, the fact that they are okay with me doing this is interesting. So 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, and a 3-4-3. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to do a clean slate. I'm going to have like a 4-3-3 formation in possession and a 4-3-3 out of possession. I want to keep it nice and simple. I could do that, like have the possession go further down. I'm going to make a new tactic as well. Clean slate again. But this time be a 3-4-3. So I can 100% just say, okay, that's what we want to do. But I want to experiment. I want to try something different. And I got tactics I could probably load in if I really wanted to. But I don't think I want to load in tactics right now. I also want to see, okay, what is my team looking like? How can I build with this team? Like, this guy is our best goalkeeper. Doesn't like big matches. Immediately an issue. So the fact that I could safely say, okay, that's a problem we need to work on. But also the fact we can go for the back three formation is interesting. I also look at their cons and I'm looking at it thinking, okay, we could definitely do some interesting stuff here. This guy's unknown. What are you? Centre back. Oh, he's a centre back. He's absolutely a centre back. Slow though. So definitely wouldn't be a person we want to put on the left wings then. Alright, you are gone from that. We've got 3 centre backs though. What are you? You're never centre back. Am I going to have to be forcing myself to put that guy out right? Okay, this guy is definitely a wing back. Yeah, that guy's a wing back. So immediately I'm looking at that thinking, okay, we could do this. If I was to change that, it won't make a difference. Alright, cool. So, Hilton is also there, but he's also injured for, what, 4 weeks to 2 months? Ball playing goalkeeper. Okay, so immediately I'm thinking to myself, we gotta work at a few things. Like, Hugh is definitely the guy. Ball playing centre back as well. And on the right side, Sam is someone who can play centre back, but also play at half back, or unless we go for the back three formation off the bat and go from there. But you can also play at DM as well. Alright. So, ideas to come. Who is this? Oh yeah, this guy is definitely someone we can have in midfield. On loan for Knack Brader. And then unless I just go down this route, and we can do this route, it's as great as it can be to say that point in time. So I'm going to want to move you down here. But he can play there is kind of nasty. Do that. I have these 3 centre backs. Of course, you're not going to work for me now. You are 6'4". We don't have a second DM though. Alright, so one of the centre backs we need to be a DM if we're to do this route. Let's go back again. So this now works. He's a DM, 100%. You're also a centre back who can play there, so I'm not going to do that to you. You're a halfback or deep line playmaker. I've been enjoying it. I've actually been enjoying FM 26. I know that they've just done like an announcement for people for the game to come out, and they're gonna do like a Discord thing eventually as well. But I'm interested in seeing how this goes. Like this guy, Nick, I remember you being such an annoying pain to deal with back in the day. Like this guy was a pain to deal with. But if I was to go down a route of players I want to try and work with, like this guy, for example, can be a deep line play, could be an attacking midfielder or centre midfielder. I should probably look at instructions first and go from there. We're going to get rid of time wasting immediately. I want to build, I want to be creative. And I want to build up from the back. So I don't want to bypass the press. I want to play through, I think. As I look for the ideas, I kind of don't want to encourage long shots at the moment. And I want to work the ball in the box, if I'm honest with you. Like, I could hit the early crosses, but it just wouldn't feel like a chance for me to say, okay, that's what I want to do. Directness, I want to be shorter. I want to also slow down the tempo, but I want to encourage the width. So, for example, you can see the wing backs and such, right? If I was to go down this route, like Rossi can play on both wings, can cut inside, so he's definitely a winger that would do that. I didn't realize we had a Uruguayan in the team, but he can be quite good in the future. Doesn't let big matches. That's a problem with most of my players, it seems like at the moment in time, that they don't like big matches. I don't know what's going on there, but it doesn't feel like they like big matches at all. So I'm trying to figure out my team at the moment. This guy can also play on both wings. He's from the United States. Fair play for getting out there, but he's also on $9,000 a week. Wow, okay. This guy seems like one of those players. So, $9,000 a week, wide forward, inside winger. What foot are you? You're both right-footed. Okay. I feel like there's a chance potentially for something to be worked on here. So I know this guy is definitely the person that's on my right flank. I know that for certain. Gets forward whenever possible as well. So he just feels like a person that fits that formation, that fits that vibe for me. I don't know what to do with that guy yet. I don't know where to go at this point in time. Like, I've got this guy who can absolutely play there as well. So I've got the option to go for back three formation if I wanted to. But do I want to have supporting runs on the flanks is the question. Because I could overlap on both flanks, right? But it also means that we could have an issue going forward, right? So I could definitely go with some different ideas, different formations, and attempt to make something here. But I guess at the end of the day, it's not like it's the end of the world at all, right? So I might actually do something a bit out of the world here. I'm actually going to look at total football as a whole. Three, 4-3, 4-3. I know there's like a load of variations. Like people say, oh, like you should go for the Johan Cruyff 3-1-3 something formation. Like, I feel like that could be overdone a little bit. And I'd also just want to see what I can attempt with this idea as well. Like, this guy, he's a listed for loan. I can see why he's a third-tier player at best, looking at that. But he's also a player that I think could work in certain situations. I need to start going back in these situations, I think. Because there is a thing we need to work on. Like a centre midfielder and such, right? So if I wanted to go down this route, I would need to at least figure out what my structure would want to be. Because I could absolutely go down the whole route of trying to create one of these tactics, like the neckbreaker tactics. I kind of used some formation stuff that was going on. That being said, you should not be able to hear the video I'm about to watch. Yeah. All right. So I made a point to stop the whole idea of being able to hear football, hear the videos I'm watching. All right, so we want to be pressing hard. So, want to be pressing much more often. Admittedly, it makes more sense that we'd need to force the opposition mistakes, but the defense can absolutely be drawn out of the line. But because we want it to be fluid in our space as well, it'd be kind of important for us to go for the where we want to go. Alright, so I think 3-4-3, 4-3-3 becoming the 3-4-3. Right, okay. So I have an idea, which may sound like a dumb one. So I'm actually going to delete this tactic already. Clear that up. Yeah, I'm going to delete it immediately. But I'm going to restart it effectively. A 3-4-3. That becomes a 4-3-3. And go from this. This is what I'm looking at for starting point. I don't experiment with tactics that often. I'll be honest with you and say this here now. I don't experiment with my tactics of this variety that often, but I look at a player like this guy, I think he could actually do it. 6'1" as well. So we have him come. Goodness sake. We just need to figure out, okay, where do I go from here? Who do I want to go with this? Because I've got the players that can do this perfectly. Like, this guy can absolutely thrive in this situation where we could just say, okay, we do this. You start. We do this formation, but then it turns into that. And I think we've actually got the players to potentially do that. But the only issue would be this guy probably wouldn't want to do it. Like, I'll need to make it so there's a playmaker here. And this guy also can do this. Alright, I need to figure this out. So close that down. And so the idea for now is I'm going to get rid of these players. The only players that I'm absolutely certain on are the wingbacks and the fullbacks. Which may sound like a strange thing that I'm going to say that the only players I'm settled on are those guys. Because of the fact that they can all these players can also go further forward. But the centre-back, the centre defenders, 100% needs to be doing this. So do I want an advancing centre-back? That seems like a stupid thing to be asking of a player. Advancing centre-back who can become a DM. But I also kind of feel like, okay, we got overlapping centre backs. This is absolutely going to be a potentially dumb idea. I know that. And some of these players are not going to work. So we're probably going to want to make you this. Like, this guy is 100% a left-sided player. Unless... we do that. And we should just do the ball-playing centre-backs. I think ball-playing centre-backs is the way to go for that. Centre-back. And we do this. I want fluidity is my thing. So, providing protection, blah, 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 blah. Line breaking passes. So, this is always going to be the hardest thing for me to say, that to do this, is to try and create a tactic that makes sense for the whole scenario. Like, the only set things I'm convinced on are my fullbacks. And I actually want to be pressing, because out of possession in the team instructions, I am going to be pressing super, super hard as I get rid of the time wasting. Like, the trigger press is going to be super hard. We need that to be the most obvious thing that we can try and do. Defensive line. Do we want to step up more as I look to try and make more of this happen? That's my main question. This is probably the most of the stream that's going to happen, by the way, is literally trying to create a tactic that makes sense for me. I wanted to be creative as well. Let's see. Do I want inside wingers for this? Because I could potentially do something extremely stupid. I'm realizing now I could potentially do something very dumb. And I kind of like the idea that I can potentially say, I'm going to do something extremely stupid with this. Because I want to be super aggressive with this. Like, this guy's on loan. Oh, he's on loan from Feyenoord as well. All right. Do I want an advancing wingback or a normal wingback? I should double check what I'm looking at here. Okay. So gets further forward, stays wide. Okay. Advancing gets further forward and stays wide. What are the difference? More aggressive. Okay. Looks to play the ball wide and high and wide as possible. Okay, cool, cool, cool. You're just doing that. Right. And then... Hey, Brady, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm definitely kind of excited to try something different. Actually, do I want to go pressing? Because if I go for pressing on both sides, I'm going to be left a bit exposed, potentially. I think. As much as it would be nice to say, oh, okay, we need to go bang, 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 press, 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 and attack, attack, attack on all these situations. I wonder if it's actually a smart idea to even do that. Because out of possession, we're going for the 4-3-3. Unless I'm going to have the team test this out. Because I like the idea of the change of formation. The only people I'm definitely set on are the wing backs and everything else. Because I probably am going to try and recreate something different on this whole scenario. But I also could try and put my own twist to this as well. But the fact that my middle DM is going to be, my middle centre back, sorry, is going to be going forward is going to be potentially stupid. So my centre back here. Like, this guy could absolutely do that. Could play a centre back and then go further forward as a defensive midfielder. I think this guy works for that. The question's gotta be, how do I make the most of this guy if I was to do that? Do I want to be pressing? I don't think he's not got the stamina for that, so it wouldn't work. He's not got the stamina to do many things, really. Also, I should probably check. What are the promises? No promises. What are the targets? Nothing. I should probably look at the agreements for these loans. Doesn't look like there's actually an agreement in here that I need to be concerned about for that one. I'm definitely going to be using a lot of. I don't know why it went to that. Doesn't look like there's actually a playing time agreement at all. I should probably double check this before I go for the whole idea and go from that. This guy is definitely a player that can play as a wide centre back, 100%. Ball playing centre back, yeah, that makes sense. And then we go for wide centre back, maybe. He's also 6'5". Am I wasting him by doing that? But then again, yeah, okay, this makes sense. So I think the back line is sorted in terms of position, including the defensive midfielder. It's just about the middle two players. Who's this? Who are you? Why am I suddenly happy I found you in your existence? Deep line playmaker. Okay. Box to box midfielder. Box to box midfielder. He's 18 on loan from Feyenoord. Right footed. I think I might have an idea. This guy is a centre midfielder by trade normally. His defensive stuff is going to be there. I think I'm going to go super aggressive with this idea. I'm going to make you a pressing centre midfielder, but have the other guy be a normal centre midfielder. This guy isn't going to be pressing at all. There's no one really next to him. If there's someone next to him, it makes sense. The wings are the easiest part, I think, potentially. As we just do that for you, and if this guy wasn't injured, I would absolutely potentially do something different with that as well. Alright. He's got potential to be really good. He's actually a player that we own, which is very nice. He doesn't like big matches, but he's got potential to be a leading Eredivisie striker, no less. I think anyone that is not a player that likes big matches, we have to look to sell at some point. Like, this guy enjoys big matches, but doesn't have much more potential to being a leading striker for this division. In an ideal world, we'd have a pressing forward, but we have a tracker. We have that guy tracking back. Oh, we can do tracking wingers. Oh, that works. The fact they're both right-footed is a bit annoying, but they've also got strong left and right foots as well. Okay, that formation part is easy enough to look at. I want to get rid of this formation. I've decided. Clear that. 9-time racing. We're going to slow that down. I kind of want the wide. I want the width to be exploiting all of this stuff. What do I want to do with a transition though? Oh, that's a fault. What do I want to do with that? Okay. Okay. Wins the ball in a better kind of... Okay. I think we want to do a high press as well. But it does mean that we'll be vulnerable to the direct attacks. I have an idea. What I'm going to do for the striker role. Okay. Alright, so I don't want the flanks. I don't want the wide attacking stuff. Okay, cool. The more I look at this, the more I'm thinking this is gonna be a fun experiment. Goal kicks. Let's do short. Yeah, play through the press. We could absolutely do this, but there's less structure. I think I want the counter-attacking on, just to help with the fluidity of the whole thing. I want the fluid. I want it to be very much one of those things where we can just say, bang, 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 we'll make you hurt. We'll go for standard mentality. So we're not going to be slow. We can just have the whole thing. Like, I could absolutely go bang. I can go attack, attack, attack. I don't want a high tempo thing. I guess I want a higher tempo. I know this may seem like an counterintuitive thing to be doing, but I think we can definitely go with that idea. I want it to be a balanced mentality though, because I want to be flexible. That's the play. I want it to be flexible. I want it to be fluid, so I can at least say, okay, we've got this idea. Let's go with that. We should probably do a thing where we can play the centre. We're going to start with 3 centre backs, right? I don't want it to be something that is obvious what we're going to try and do attack-wise. I want it to be unpredictable as well. Same with the crosses. This is the reason why I'm not telling the players where to attack. I want the players to be creative. That's the plan. That's the kind of the idea what I want for this. So I could probably say, oh, I want you to pass the feet. No, I want you to use your decision making. I want you to be smart in your play and the idea of this. So yeah, much worse position to counter press. Like, actually, let's go for flexible. Flexibility is the way to go. To be fluid. I realize I barely even scratched the surface of what I can potentially do with this. But with a 3-4-3 formation in possession and then a 4-3-3 out of possession, it's kind of one of those things where I want to be trying it. I also want to have a lot of press. I want to track people to be tracking. I want to hound their defense to make them be difficult to annoy to be doing this. I also want to do that. I want to keep the pressure on them. So have the pressure they doing this. Defensive line. I don't really want to think of this. But I also want the players to be smart enough to know what they want to do with this. So I want flexibility as a priority for this. Like, this could go very badly wrong because of the fact that I'm experimenting with something that probably isn't going to go my way. But as I try and do something here, try to experiment a little bit more, I think it could be an idea we can work with. I also could just do like an advanced centre back in that position. I don't want to be complicated for the sake of being complicated, though. That's the problem. And given my main guy is already, like, this guy is already going to be doing a lot of things, like, it just wouldn't make sense. Like, he could do great things, but I kind of don't want him to be a player that's not very good at passing and do his own thing. He's not got the stamina to really be an advancing guy, which is the only issue that I want. I want to be a hard working. I want the stamina to be high. So the problem with this team, and the reason I'm not going to be so fussed about the whole situation of where do we go from here, is I'm realizing that the team is just not very good right now. So near post, I'd want be an in-swinger. I want to be balanced. Oh, as a forward, do I want my set pieces to be hybrid? Okay, I want it to be a hybrid thing. I want the near post to be defended. I want to have one or two players that are left forward. I want to be counter-attacking as well. That's the play for this. I'm absolutely going to experiment with this regardless, though. and see if we can go. I want someone on the edge of the area, though, is what I want. Why can I not move one of these guys across? Am I blind? Am I stupid? All right, there we go. Yeah, so edge of the area. Actually, I want you to come short. I want you to look on the edge of the area. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. What recruitment budget do I even have to work with? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I gotta work with the team I have right now. Got it. This could go badly, I realize now. And that is absolutely fine. Alright. Home green says we're fine with that. So we can get this team. Dynamics. Yeah. If we can get this working, then we are in a good spot, I think. And we all know that's going to be fun time, don't we? Alright, let's introduce myself to the squad. Let's do this. What do I have staff-wise? Okay, we need to get the head performance analysis. We need to get a lot of scouts. Okay, scouting. We need to do a lot of that with this. Transfer history. We sold a load of people, including this. Oh, we've sold formed here. Okay, that makes more sense suddenly. Got it. And this guy got sold as well. Feyenoord. Right. Okay, that makes more sense. We get literally picked off by the bigger teams. This guy's on loan from Brighton. All right. We need a new scout and a new chief scout. Okay, let's do the scouting stuff first. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Then scouts. Obviously, there's never going to be very good for any of this stuff, so there's that. But that was good. Good, good. All right. 23 teams. Of course, there's 23 teams after him. Okay. Scouting. He's a chief scout already. Let's bring you in as a chief scout. Make you realize that you are going to be important to my plans. Then for you, you'd be quite good for the role. What is actually my head of youth development looking like? I know I shouldn't get distracted by that part, but I'm definitely curious now. Oh, we're replacing you 100%. Why are you here? Let's see what you want. I actually want to be a scout. Fair enough. I'll give you a scout role then. Head of youth development. That's quite a good start already, actually, isn't it? Okay. Now, let's find something good. Okay. That's a good start. That is a very good start. What is your media handling? I'll play mind games. Maybe not so much. Model professional? Who the hell Wimborne? Is it bad I've never heard of that team? Level-headed, but professional. I think I'm going to bring this guy in as my new... Oh, he wants to be a coach. Okay, no. They only want to be coaches. Okay. I'm not going to go for that guy. He's too old. Alright. Got that sorted out. Hello, we need sports scientists. Okay, cool. What is my training looking like as well, then? Okay, we're not having people do multiple things. That's stupid. I got 2 fitness coaches. I need quite a few things. Okay, look. My system match could do both of those. Good. I'm going to take care of both of that. I don't have a goalkeeping coach. I got 2 fitness coaches. Okay. I don't think I like either of you. At least my system manager is not incompetent, which is nice. Can you go on your coaching course so I don't have to worry about so much? Actually, you're good at attacking stuff. Hello. Maybe not. Alright. Possession stuff it is then. It's funny because it needs only average at both, but there we go. Alright. Right. Okay. Oh, there's actually 2 people that could be good for this. Nice. Okay. Hair performance analysis. You're good at everything. What about my other option, Hannah? You're my option I'm going to go for. I want you to be on my head performance analysis. And what about my other option? What would you want? Too much money. Okay, that's annoying. As in data technical knowledge. He's a sports scientist as well. Alright. I'm going to wait until I'm certain you're not the only person I can go for there before I go for that decision. Go for Ludwig Mandela's son. Very cheap. Alright, cool. Love that. Sports scientists. No one is going to be very good. Okay, look. Kind of want someone who already has knowledge of the language. So I think going for someone from Belgium would probably be the way to go. Yeah, French, English, and Dutch. That makes more sense. So anyone from Belgium is probably the ideal situation to be in. So we don't have to worry about people needing to learn the language. You want £700. Okay. I'm also trying to be a cheapskate. So yeah, that's right. You're the guy that made me go down this rabbit hole in the first place. Alright, 370, that's good. I don't want I can't I said I want to go for someone who is can speak the language already, but if he's only asking for that much money, why would I not? Tim, where are you? Oh, you want a bit more. Okay. That should be one less thing to worry about then, hopefully. Anything else I need to get my hands on? Got more coach spot for the main team. Youth team, we need physios and such and such. Okay. We've got a scout. We've got a chief scout. I did get a chief scout, right? Hold on. Yeah, I did get a chief scout and a scout. Got head sports scientist, head of youth development, and all that stuff. Okay. So, do I need a recruitment analysis? I might get one of those now. Save me the hassle. Go for good. Oh, you're these already. Okay. She's the language. I don't want you for that. I want you for this. I'm going to lock it in. And if you get upset, good. All right, cool. Don't want to be in a position where it's looking too bad. Why are we playing Barcelona, by the way? Just suddenly realised we're hosting Barcelona in a friendly. Which is going to make my thing look really bad if it get destroyed. Wow, they want me to change a lot of my players up. Alright. Who is this guy? Oh, actually. Tell you what. I might be tempted to start this guy. He looks quite decent. Alright. I'm going to trust you guys to do this for me. Alright. He's in my under 20. Move him up to the main team. No wonder I didn't know about him. Good lord. What is wrong with you people? Oh my god, I just realized what I've done. Hang on. I want to see if they have any recommendations. Like, apparently this guy's a recommendation. I don't know anything about him, so why are we even considering this? Yeah, scout him. Scout the guy. He's old, but I need knowledge. All right. We have no budgets. We have no budget at all. Yes, thank you. Okay. What is my budget that I'm doing? That's not what I'm looking for. What's my scouting range? Yeah, we'll just go for the Netherlands. I don't need to go outside the Netherlands right now. That's the thing I'm not fussed about. We can stick to the Netherlands and go from there. And as we try this out, we could just 100% just go, okay, here's this idea. At least we're signing his staff. That's one less thing to worry about. So Hannah's signing, Kenny's signing, Matthew's signing. Good. And I'm going to replace my head of youth development, which is also good. Apparently, I'm going to pay 42 grand. I don't care about that. All right. Rob is not very good. I want to mutually terminate his contract and bring in my new guy. All right. Was he also... Wait, was he also the head of the manager as well? Of the under-19s? Why is he also the manager of under-19s? What? This is what happens when I don't look at these sort of things properly. Responsibilities, please. Thank you. Advice. This is why I want to do this. Jenna's not the best in terms of giving me the recruitment knowledge. My god, I need to replace some of the scouts. Look at something I just saw there. I might need to get rid of some people generally. Look at this. Like Ronald. Why are you here? Apart from your knowledge, why are you here? You're not very good at your job, are you, Ronald? My god, I really should... I might just get another scout just for the sake of it at that point. Good. Knowledge, thank you. I've already got this guy coming in. Hopefully. I got that guy coming in with another scout as well. At least this guy's got knowledge and is good. Like, what are we doing? I should not be paying that much money for a scout, but whatever, it's fine. At least I'm not paying a compensation fee. Tim's coming in. Bjorn's coming in. As is Lodvik. Alright. One less thing to worry about. Imhof's coming in. Alright, good. So Matthias is coming in as well as a scout. So got my chief scout and my regular scout now. That's the important part from this point in time. I need to sort this out as well, don't I? Hold on. Robin. I've got this guy on my team and he's not. What? He's got no strength. False 9. How many young players do we have that are going to be shafted by the fact I'm not that fussed about them? My goodness me. This guy's a fringe player. Lawson Sunderland. If only Sunderland, the actual team, would like you. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Just for the sake of you being able to do something. Box to box. And then be a centre midfielder. Yeah. Right. Wing back there. Pressing fullback. He's the guy I'm using my deep line playmaker, isn't he? Yeah, I need to do that for me, my guy. This guy's probably the one that's going to miss out because of the fact I'm trying something different with my whole system. Whatever, it's fine. I've got so many players on loan that I don't know what to do with them. And they're probably, half of them are going to be disappearing anyway at this point. That is the guy I'm using as a defensive midfielder, isn't it? I've already forgotten where I'm playing half my players, I'm not going to lie. That's fine. This guy I know for certain I'm playing as that. Oh, he's a deep, like, he can play the roles I'm looking for. Box to box. Cinema filter. Oh, this guy's going to miss out because of my tactic, isn't he? Yeah. I mean, he's also injured for 2 months, so. Alright. What foot are you? You're left-footed. You're both-footed, really. Oh, you're my box to box. You're ball playing, sorry. Side winger. Tracking winger. Well, this is my first day of the season, actually. I should check that. Friday. Are we playing a few games on Friday? For the most part? Oh. Yeah, we're just playing Fridays. Okay, so Friday's one I should be doing the autosave for. Gotcha. Because we're playing Telstar, who are like a top flight team. Apparently it's a battle. Oh, that's not bad. I was honestly expecting worse for scoreline. And it doesn't even look that bad. If you look at the XG. Okay, that is actually not as bad as I thought it would be. For a starting point. What did this goal look like? I should probably watch these goals so I know what I'm looking at. Oh, apparently I can't watch the goals. Lovely. Because it's only a friendly, I don't get to watch the goals. Got it. Well, this is a promising start. But then we play against Barcelona, who probably going to absolutely destroy me. So. Ah. Okay, expectations for the season, mid-table finish. Yep. I didn't make a promise apparently. Okay. We've gone past 7 days, which is a good sign. Only took an hour and 25 minutes to get to that point, but we are there. Apparently we're expected to get a sellout in this game, which is hilarious. Who the heck is this guy? He's in my under 19. I'm not playing my under 19 goalkeeper in this. Alright. I'm not playing youth players in this, despite how good potential they could be. That's just asking for trouble. Good lord. Alright. Oh, our players turned up in this. And they're old as all hell. Apparently, he's a good attacking midfielder. I don't really use attacking midfielders in my system, but he does use. We can. I'm not gonna take players who are not a club or out of my scouting range right now. I've got to sort my finances really. Actually, what are my finances? I've never checked. We're 93 in the red already. How does that even work? Did I literally spend? Did I spend all the money bringing these people in? I guess I might have done. Oops. 94 grand has gone out on other expenditures. I don't know what the other expenditures are. At least we have full knowledge of this guy. Not that I'm that interested in him, to be completely honest with you. The jumping reach and air reach is not exactly very good. He's also only a good second tier player. I have a feeling. Oh yeah, I need to stop you from putting the focuses in, don't I? Yeah. All right. Staff. I should have figured that. I should remember to do this. Hold on. I'm taking control of that. Thank you. Yes, thank you. That's not very good, is it? Okay. Note to self. Oh, we got some more Dutch citizenships. Nice. Okay, so the 2 Americans have decided to become Dutch. All right. Recruitment focuses. Delete this, and delete this. All right. So what I'm going to be doing, any position, ongoing. I'm going to lower that by 1. What I'd like, actually, I want it to be maybe 2 stars and potentially 3 stars. I know this might be a bit ambitious for me to do this. I suppose I don't have really any people to judge this on. But I can only really go for the Dutch side of things, right? Out. No expiring contracts. I want the age to be young, alright? I want it to be 25 as the oldest we go for this. It's the lowest priority. And it's the reason why I'm going for the lowest priority. So I want this to be a thing we can go for. Further detail. Do I really want to find... I forget I can do this. What is the transfer objectives anyway for the stuff? I won't do anything for now. I can change this anyway later on. What is the objective on the board when it comes to my transfers? None. There's literally none. So there's no point. Player recommendations. There's 12 more people. Okay. We don't have the knowledge of you, and you're also 35. No. You're 27. You're younger. I have no idea who the hell you are. But also, I would need... Oh, that's a 4. I just suddenly realized I might need to think of the... Because of my formation, I'm going to have to really work on the formation for the first time that's actually different. This guy, on the other hand, I have knowledge of. But it wouldn't work for this guy. Ball playing centre back. Not got the technique to really work with it. He's also 26. Aspires. He's also on a lot of money. I need to really remember my finances in this club. Like, what are the wages? Like, 9 grand. Oh my god, Hilson's on 9 grand a week. I've got 3 players who are on 6.5 grand or more, and then the rest of the team is on 1 grand a week. I need to get rid of these players, I think. Which may sound like a terrible thing to say, but that's on way too much money. Of course, it's the 2 Americans as well. I feel bad for saying that as well. I just feel like I can't justify keeping those two players on the wages they are. I need to. Oh my word. Alright. Contract expires at the end of the season anyway. Do I really want to take the risk? No one's really looking at him. I just don't want to play on 9 grand a week. I need to be smart with the wages as well if I'm going to do this. Because if I want to be smart with the club point of view, and let's be honest, this guy would be my best winger along with another person, but the drop-off is not terrible. It's just, I don't want to be paying 9 grand because the guy who's pretty much the other player that can play there, he's on £900 a week. Like, why would I subject myself to this? Why would I do that to myself? Like, legitimately, why would I do that to myself when I know I could just get better value for money? I'm going to have to sell this guy. It's always one or two small things like that that's going to cost us. So I want everyone to be on 1.7 grand a week. I don't want players like that. Like this guy. Why is he on 9? Why is he on 6 grand a week? And why is he just signed? He's on a 2-year deal. Oh, that's a problem. That is a problem. Doesn't like big matches either. Of course he doesn't like big matches. I'm going to get myself something to drink to get over the fact I've just discovered this nonsense. So I'll be right back. Dude, I'm so angry. I'm so angry with what this team is doing, you know? Like, what are we doing? Optional extension. I'm not extending your contract anytime soon, my guy. My goodness. What are you thinking? Truly. Ah. Alright. Look at it's 10% the over wage budget. For this guy. He's not even a top flight. He's not even a second tier player. For goodness sake. And this guy, 9.2 grand a week. Doesn't fit my tactical style. He's on 14% of the wage budget. Like, what is going on? And he's out for 2 months. Yeah, this guy is absolutely getting released at the end of his contract. Like, I am not happy with whoever decided to give these players these contracts. I'm just going to outright say, look, I'm looking at selling this guy. Like, the only player that looks like I could honestly work with is this guy. But I don't want a player that's on 14% of the wage budget alone. Why would I do that? That's just dumb. Why would I subject myself to something that is that stupid? Honestly. Like, this guy's not even going to be good enough to be a second... He lacks determination. Doesn't have big matches. Like, I'm just going to outright look to sell this guy. Because I could do so much with the wages. Like, look at everyone else in their wages. Like, nobody else is on anywhere close. Like, this guy's injured, yeah. Out for 2 to 7 weeks. But if you compare the wage budget, it's like 2.7%. What? Who negotiated these deals? I might need to just rescue this club in itself. I really might do. And that is not a good sign. That I'm actually thinking I need to rescue the club for itself. Weak position. Yeah, you know, no surprise. Not keen on renewing. Yeah, I'm okay with getting rid of you. I want to sell him. 100%. You can go. No one's interested. Great. Brilliant. I need him gone. I need the guy gone. Tomorrow. I need him gone yesterday. That is not great business. Like, what are they thinking? It's probably the first time I've truly found myself at a loss of some decision making I've seen. I've been here for a week. Like, what is this one? Okay. Oh, this is good. Oh, Feyenoord, do you have anyone I can loan from you guys? Like, potentially? I just realized I need to get rid of Ronald. Ronald, I'm going to get rid of you. I'm just going to tell you this to your face now. You're going to be released. It's nothing personal. You're just not very good at your job. It's another reason for me to say that. Chief Scout, very good. They got Ronald, who's just bad. Yeah. Bjorn, I need you to scout Feyenoord for me, please. You can do that? Yeah, perfect. All right, Bjorn. I want you to scout all the Feyenoord's teams since they are our affiliates. Thank you for giving me the stringed #2 thing. I do love that. We're playing Barcelona. I'm not going to see any of the stuff, but that's fine. I can work with this. Absolutely outclassed. 8-0 defeat. Okay. They went strong. They went strong. Yeah, I'm not surprised we lost that game. Good lord. Oh, wow. That was not fun to see that. In the slightest. Ooh. Okay. I'm happy. I can't see this now, honestly. Who's Jenna? Oh, Julian. Yeah, thank you for taking care of it for me. Anyway, he's scouting. He's going to get his Continental Pro license. I actually asked for that to happen, so there's that. Oh, yeah, I could have gone for the Ajax team, but I thought, you know what? I don't want to go for the Ajax team. It'll be fun to try something different. So, that's a thing I'm doing. Our position, yeah, it's fine. Because, wait, your our positional thing is not. What do you mean it's not worth it? What? Excuse me. You're training in the things you're going to be playing as. You're going to learn to accept that. He's on loan. I'm using the guy. No, why was he not on a coaching call, like a language course before now? Whose bright idea was that? I have questions to ask of these people. Okay. All right. Twisted his knee. Great. Can I just say here and now how annoyed I am with some of the stuff I'm noticing? Oh, right. We don't have any under assistant coach. Right. Right. We're looking at him as the. Oh, it's raining. I guess I need to do something. One sec. So we need to do bigger and better things, it looks like then. Doesn't tell me what I'm looking at. Is it like a youth it looks like a youth contract thing. Scouting and transfer? Oh, director of football. Right. I can get a director of football and loan manager course. I'll do director for my own time. Manager. Yeah, no assistant manager on train ones. Okay, we might do that now. Just get over and done with. I've kind of decided. Why are we playing that guy as a... Wait, what side was he on? The right back. Okay. Why? No, we're not doing that. Quick pick, please. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not happy this guy exists now in my team. I feel bad because of the fact he's on such big wage that I need to get rid of him. If it wasn't for that, I'd be absolutely fine, 100%. Like this guy, for example, we're paying what, 200 quid for his wages. That's the kind of person I want in the team, wages wise. But right now, it feels like we're not actually justifying doing our stuff, right? Also, Taylor 35, thanks for the follow. I do appreciate it. I only just noticed that now because some notification thing was in my way. I should have looked at it sooner. But yeah, as I look at this, I really hate the fact I'm generally getting that annoyed about this whole situation. I've got this guy on loan from Feyenoord. Feyenoord has sent a lot of players on loan, I just realised. If I'm paying nothing for his wages, then I'm absolutely going to use him. Like, it's free it's a free hit, effectively. But this could be a mistake I'm making in some areas, right? Like, hardly would need to play in that position. Like, this guy could absolutely play in the DM position as well. So it's not even like it's a bad mistake on my part to do this. But I need to figure out where I want to go from some of these things. This guy could play in the position. But, Alright, Tim, you're going to play some games for me as well. Oh, it's really raining. Okay. But yeah, I want to at least have an idea of where I can go for this situation. We've got 5 players out injured. What? One's out for 3 to 5 months. The poor kid. I don't really have a place for him at the moment, but well, once he's back, he's absolutely in my plans. Rossi's out injured for 2 to 6 days. Hilton is one player I want to get rid of. He's out for a while. Volk is out for a bit. Then, yeah. All right. Recruitment, player recruitments. I'm actually going to save as well because I want to have like an autosave thing going through for every time we play a game. He's 38. For goodness sake. Okay, this guy's in. This is a good start. That is a very good start. Wanted on loan by a lot of teams in our division. Problem is, I've already got like 20 strikers, so I don't. He don't be my second best striker, but I can't really justify bringing the guy in on loan right now. Even if I could do it for 6 months, like it makes sense. But I really couldn't justify doing it right now. Ah, centre back. It would need to be one of the wider ones. Got it. What would you want me to do if I was to loan him? Nothing. You just want me to play him. Cool. He's on my list. He's probably the first person. Why can't I add him as a... What the... Do I not have a shortlist thing? Why can't I add this guy on my shortlist? Am I... Have I broken something by accident without realizing it? I can't be able to look at this scouting responsibility. Oh, right, yeah, hang on. I knew I forgot to do something important. Ferry, I'm just gonna tell you to your face, you are not the guy that I want you to do half this stuff, okay? It's nothing against you. I just don't want you to do this. I will need to get rid of Ronald. Looking at this. Hold on, 1 sec. Oh yeah, I've already got a scout coming in. What am I doing? Soon, Ronald will not be doing anything more. But why can't I add people to my shortlist? Advice and reports, right? Scout feedback. No. Staffing. I can get director football, can't I? Yeah. Might as well do that now. Before I forget, and I will forget. Director of football. Good. Oh. Oh, that's... I just remembered. Realised. Okay. You're not my assistant! No! You'll be a director of football. Completely different thing. Absolutely not. Go away. Kenny, can I bring you in as director of football? Can I lower it to £1 grand? Alright, fine. I'm not going to be seeing you for 100 quid. Whatever, it's fine. Of course you're now injured, as I talk about getting rid of you, for goodness sake. Ah. It is running really hard. You're training well, though. Alright, the 18-year-old is definitely worth my time at the moment. Oh yeah, let's look at the affiliations. Play recommendations. Apparently he's quite good as a right back, but he doesn't know the player that area naturally, does he? Why can't I add people to my shortlist? Okay, calm down. Is it literally just him? Is it just final players I can't add to my shortlist? Oh, hello. You look fun. Not a defender, though. If it wasn't for some of the things in question, I'd be looking at a different story. I've already got a player from final anyway. Sam Wingerling. Unfortunately not. I swear I recognise your name. Zeno Snyder. He absolutely could play the role I'd like in my team. Problem is, he's also got a lot of people ahead of him. So, if it wasn't for that, I'd be looking at him thinking, yes. Same with this guy. This guy, oh my god, could actually play the role. Could play the position, but it's just not the role very nicely. Okay. I don't need a goalkeeper, though. good value on him. It's just I can't justify that. Same with another goal. Okay, we've got Samuel. No. I'm not going for people I don't outside of the Netherlands. I don't have the ability to sign people right now. Why do I recognize you? I feel I recognize him. Oh my god, it's the same one. Right, alright. Wait, did I say... How the hell did you end up there? I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask. This guy is definitely someone we know about. Rarely his big matches. Lack of determination is the only issue I have with this guy. But... Oh my goodness. Problem is, he's on a lot of money. I can't justify going over the $2,000 a week budgets right now. Like anyone that's on... Like this guy would be great for the team because on what I'd want. But, I don't know. Oh my god, because he's in the Polish league, he actually could be justifiable. He's not going to get much better though, that's the problem. The Polish league is definitely a league I've loaded for a reason. And this is why. The players we could potentially sign for the Polish league could be fun. Alright. Ah, for goodness sake, there's no big matches. Oh, no, I can add them to our shortlist. It literally was the final players. Good to know. Why is it only the final players I can't add? Whatever, it's fine. This guy's a centre midfielder. I'm not gonna just trial people right now either. There's just no point. I am gonna need to do a thing. I know what I want to do. Hang on. Once the other guy comes in, I'm gonna switch things up. My recruitment side of things, right? Oh, I missed out on this guy. Oh well, that's fine. New scout. Go for good. All right, Kevin DeLang. I actually like that guy, but hello. 110. Oh, you are absolutely a man after my own heart. Cool. A 37-year-old scout. Ah, it's unfortunate, but you're not really a player that's that good. So. You're not playing because you're injured. All right. Excelsior. I mean, I lost 8-0 to Barcelona. I'm not fussed by that. I lost late defeat. 3-2 again. Okay, so it's definitely working something. We came back from 2-0 down to make it 2-2, and then we lost again. So the deep line playmaker's working nicely. I just need to get some results and quickly. Like, we're having the chances, but the XG's not. But it seems like the chances we're creating are not very good ones. But they had a clear-cut chance as well. Alright, cool. Sangare. Ha! Alright. Play well against nations. No. Okay. So it's literally just the final players we can't sign. That's interesting to know. Before I forget, and I really am going to forget if I don't check this. Registration rules. Do I need to be concerned? Okay, a max non-EU players max minimum of 3 point. Okay, that makes more sense suddenly. Honey, now I understand why we got those 2 players on stupid wages. I'm gonna have to triple check because they've got. They were non-EU, weren't they? That's literally the problem with those players that were brought in. I might be about to regret this. Then go! Sorry, I shouldn't have shouted like that. We need to sell. Offer the transfer room. I want to see what happens. If he gets upset, then that's fine. I'm not going to be upset at all. Oh, we've got some money. Not a lot of money. Like 1%. But that is, what, 4 grand? Not that really makes a difference to me. This is why we get free transfers. 100%. So... we only got 4 grand ticket stadium, isn't it? That's gonna be a problem to deal with. Oh yeah, that is a problem. We are making money though. You wouldn't have known about it. Oh wait, no we're not. Oh, last month, not this month. Got it. Okay. Where are we expected to be in the table anyway? Other 20th teams. Oh, 10th. Literally 10th. Alright. Okay, we have one player in the Dream 11. That's Jan Pluig. Alright. So I can't add final players to my thing. I mean, literally the only issue with this is the fact I've got so many strikers at this point on loan. Like, I can't really take him on loan when I've already got this guy on loan. That being said, I've got so many defenders that I can justify. Like, I've got Eunice. I got this guy who actually, I think he's going to be my guy that plays in the middle because he can play in the role already. Yeah, that is the plan, I think. Don't get me wrong, I think this guy's got potential, but I don't know if he's going to be good enough for what we're looking for right now. Maybe next year we need to be smart with our business and make sure we're not just overspending. Good to know that we don't want to be playing players or getting players who are over the age or who are non-EU for the stupid contract rules. I would not have gone for that if I'd known that was the case. Doesn't explain the other guy though. Why was the other guy thrown in this situation? Like, I'm not making Hilton the vice captain. I'm gonna try when he's gonna get released in his contract. I'm sorry, but he's not. He's not even that good. Alright. Yeah, Sam is... I hate the fact this guy is the captain, by the way. Like, why is he made the captain? That just doesn't make any sense to me. "11 months' time, end of his contract." I need to ask the agent. Okay, we're looking at options. Okay, fine. I can just trigger that anyway. It's fine. I'll just trigger the contract extension instead. Ronald van Dijk is gone. If I transfer list him, yeah, I'm just gonna transfer list him and ask. Okay, there are some teams looking at him. Could we get an intermediary? Fine. All right, so Kelvin DeLange is now at the club. This is what I need to do. So recruitment focus. Who was the guy before? All right, cool. If I was to do my other situation. So if I was to go down this route, right? It would be an in possession role. Deep line playmaker. This feels like a very dumb thing to even want to look at, right? I don't think I'm going to find many people who are willing to do the whole spaz of like, okay. But there are players who can play in those roles, and I see as a sign of good things to come. Obviously, I'm not going to do this because I have no knowledge of people in the area right now. But it is good to know that there are potentially people we can look at and say, okay, they can bring quality in, that kind of stuff. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. I'll just remove from the shortlist. And do that. Okay, let's see what this happens in this friendly. Because I know they're like a third tier side, aren't they? Oh, no, it's a second tier side. Never mind, I'm an idiot. And apparently they got quite good players. Yeah. That is a problem. They were relegated, weren't they, last year? Oh no, they actually finished in 5th last in that season. I'm thinking of another team, aren't I? Anyway, let's play this game. We're probably gonna get wiped out again. Yeah, 3-0 defeat. That's fine. And now... $90 grand, but I don't want to go for that. Oh yeah, we actually did this, didn't we? Yeah, I knew I'd forgot to do that. I'd done something of use. He looks decent, actually. Hello. How much would I need to pay? All right, that's the money I can pay for that guy. The only other guy, I mean, there's no one else, is there? Like, that guy was just really good. Martin Rennie is the guy that I need to go for. Loan offers. Right, okay. This may seem like a strange thing to be open to. I need his wages. I need your wages to be paid. No. No. The wages need to be paid in full. If he gets upset, I'm just going to say, look, they weren't even bothering to pay your wages. That's 100% the reason I'm not doing that. Don't use squad numbers? I have that option? That's wild. I'm amazed that there was an opportunity to even get loans in the first place. That's crazy. He is wanted, though, by 11 clubs. It's just all loans. Like, if you paid his wages, I would be absolutely okay with the idea. He's transfer listed. I want a week. Also, this cannot be an option. And I'd like 350,000. Is that an option? All right. Unspecified. Give me a week. Now we need to pay 20%. I would be unsettled. This guy is leaving on his contract. But it's not really an area I'm that fussed about. Problem is, you probably don't have the money. You're a second tier team in Czechia. And you don't really have the money, do you? No, you can only like pay like 2 grand. I'm rejecting. If he gets upset, that's fine. I don't care. His wages is the issue. It's not his ability, it's the wages. We'll get to the last friendly. We'll play that. And then we'll be at the game. We have an under-19s manager now. That's good. In fact, I actually want to get to the before the friendly, and then we go and start things up because we've got MVV in our first game. 8 players, cool. I don't know the knowledge, so I can't justify this. Like, this guy is 35, so no. I'm being tentative with the players I go for because I truly don't want to just jump into a situation where I make a mistake, you know? If I have to worry about wages, that's the problem. What my goalkeeper even like big matches? He dreads them. How the hell are you a goalkeeper then? Why is it that both my goalkeepers don't enjoy big matches? He's actually wanted. If a team comes in for you, I'm actually open to the idea of selling. This guy's on my shortlist now because of the fact that my goalkeeper, both of them hate big matches. This guy I'm adding to not interested because of he doesn't like big matches. Like, big matches is a big deal to me. Oh yeah, I need to get rid of one of the people don't die. Yeah. He's not good enough. Like, why would we want this guy at the club? Can I sell you? I mean, he's not gonna be fit until his injury comes back, is he? So he enjoys big matches, but it's just not worth the wages he's on. We're looking to sell. Oh my god, he only signed a contract in April. What? They actually give him a new contract. I can't believe this. All right. Collective bonuses, 1 million if we do well. Like, we can't even afford to go to the 1.4 million. That's how bad the finances are. I actually am enjoying the challenge though. Like, this is gonna be a fun challenge to try and take on. Don't get me wrong, this is gonna be a challenge and a half to deal with. But if we get this over and done, like if we get to the point where we can just do what we want, that'd be amazing progress, wouldn't it? All right. I also realize I'm probably spending a lot of money on players' courses. Why am I getting... Dude, why am I getting recommendations about coaching courses? There's a reason I want you to do it to set the whole thing up, you idiots. Okay, yeah, we're gonna... He's already in the under-19 squad. I guess we're promoting this guy from within. That's nice. That's a nice thing, actually, to be able to do that. All right, loans manager, director of football. Gotcha. That team is a non-league team. I remember now. He's got a bid on by a team in our division, I think. Yeah. We can't really afford him, though. That's the problem. We have no spare wages. We need to sell players or free up wages before we can bother this. Until that's the case, we'll be fine. But yeah, mid-table. Oh my god. Alright. I hate some of these players already. Just for their training output. Let's do this friendly. Once we're done, I'm going to end this thing. If we've lost every game, we win 5-0. We've won a game. Was it dominant? Like, was it actually really good? Oh my god, it really was actually quite good. Now I'm curious about these goals. Like, how good were they? Ooh. Alright. But that being said, now that we know that works, I'm going to end things on that. This is the formation we're working with. This is the tactic we're going to work with. The back 5 formation, a 3-4-3 formation that turns into a 4-3-3 formation out of possession. Try and go for the whole total football nonsense that can happen. I'm going to end things on that. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys will like and share this video, I guess, if you're on YouTube. But if you're interested in this, again, let me know. And I'll try and set things up for another stream in the future. This is actually interesting. We'll start the season next time out. But until then, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.